Hello everyone, happy Friday. I am ready to start a new series and I thought this time I would focus on embossing. There's so many things we can do with embossing, so I'm going to start off very simple and show you some different ways to do some embossing. Today's project is going to focus on the circle saying, specifically this image here. So with that, I have a scrap of white. I have some pieces of the Full of Life DSP, and I'll give you measurements when I use them. This is a piece of Night of Navy that's 4 by 5 1/4. I have a card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have some of the adhesive back sparkle gems that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the smoky slate ink for this. I wanted a light color because I'm going to add some other colors to it. So I decided to go with the smoky slate. I have my embossing buddy since I'm going to be embossing. I have clear embossing ink, and I don't know if I'm going to use this one. I'm going to try something. The black magic marker, the daffodil, and the blueberry bushel. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my image, but before I stamp it, I'm going to add some embossing powder. That ensures that the embossing powder doesn't stick where I don't want it to. And I'm going to open up my smoky slate, and I'm going to ink up my image, and I'm going to stamp it on my card. Oh, I forgot. I need my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So I'll be getting that. All right, perfect. Oh, did it wrong. Try again. I forgot. I need to use Versamark before I put it in here. So I've got to clean this, so let me do that. Okay, now I will tell you, I have like 3 different embossing pads. This one has that stain on it, so I have to be careful how I use it. This one has a little bit of staining, and that's fairly clear. So I'm going to use my fairly clear one. And, you know, when you get a stamp set or when your embossing pad gets a little ink on it, use it for stuff that it doesn't matter when you stamp it. Now, I stamped on that quite a bit because I don't know how juicy that ink pad is. It was pretty sticky. And then I'm going to go straight into my gray. And because I've used the embossing ink, the Versamark, I can then take my image and I can put it in here. I'm going to do it 2 times. And this has the powder on it, so I'm going to take and heat set it. Okay, I have my heat setting done. I'm going to clean this up before I knock it over, and it goes everywhere. And the ink won't hurt that. I've been doing it for years, and it doesn't affect it. All right, so now I have my image, and it is embossed, and you can tell it's embossed. I don't know if you can see, but it's shiny. That's what you want. If it's dull, you haven't heated it all. Now I'm going to try something. I'm going to try seeing if I can go over, and I can't. It's not going to work. It could be my pen too. Let's find out. Yeah, it's my pen. Hold on. Let's see if one of these will work. I'll test it first. Nope. Let's see if this one works. All right. It does a little. I just want them to stand out from the rest. Now I will heat set that because that is embossed, and because it's embossed, it doesn't like to dry. All right, I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to color my sun. And I'm just going to kind of go around everything. And now I've got to go down here because the sun is behind the wave. Okay, and now I'm going to color my wave with my blueberry bushel. And that's going to be all right. And now I'm going to this, I'm just following the lines on here. And I'll come back with this. All right. Now, because this is embossed, that ink is not going to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a towel and I'm going to rub over top of it this way. You have to be careful so that you don't smear the ink, but I would like the blue to pop. I'm not going to do my birds because I think the black will smear. Let me get my, I've got 2 3/8, but let me try 2 1/4. Ooh, let me try 2. What I hoping to do is to put a layer behind it. Ooh, perfect. If I punch it with 2 1/4, then I can put a layer behind it, and I'll wait, and I'll use the 2 inch, I'll use the 2 1/4 for the layer, and I can get rid of all of these. All right, I'm going to set that aside till I know what colors I'm using. Now I want my pieces. This piece is from the Full of Life, and it is 2 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to add that to my panel of Night of Navy. And I chose Night of Navy because I felt it kind of just set off those colors better. The next piece I have is another one, and I'm going to put it there. It's just a little different pattern, colors, but I like to use colors that, you know, go together. So I'm going to add this here, and I probably should have moved it over some, so you know what? I'm going to overlap it so that my edges are almost the same. It's off a little bit. All right. This piece goes across the middle of the pattern paper. This is actually the back side of this piece, and I chose it specifically because it gives you some interest and it breaks up that paper. So I'm going to put that right about there. This piece is also the back of here, and it was a piece that I cut off of there, and I'm going to put this one on, and I think I'm going to have to use glue because my tape runner is going to be too big. So let me get some glue on here. All right. I'm going to take my tweezers. and pick this up. And I'm going to put it down in the middle. And because I've used the glue, I have a little bit of wiggle room there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. There we go. That looks crooked to me, but it's not. Okay, this piece is going to go on our card base. And I typically do not add sentiments to my cards because of the fact that I don't know when how I'm going to use it, and I don't even know what's in here. Warm hello might work, but no, it needs to be a strip. Never mind, not going to do it. All right, now I'm going to put this on here, but I'm thinking I might use daffodil. So let's see what daffodil looks like. Okay. I'm going to try it. It's just a circle. All right, so that's a piece of 2 1/4. And I'm going to take and add this to here. Okay. That looks better. And now I need some dimensionals, and I'm not seeing any. Hold on, let me get some. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I knew I had dimensionals because I used them the other night. All right, so let me get these on here. At least I think I will. Okay, got them all off. Now when you put this on, make sure you put it on the right way. So I'm going to put it on right about there. And I adjusted it. So there I have my card. And to finish it off, I'm going to pull out some of the silver ones in the set because I think they'll set it off really well. And I have a lot of the big ones, so I'm just going to use them. All right. So, oh, it's not attached to my card. I don't know what I was thinking of there. All right, let me put this on. All right. And there's an idea for embossing. And I used the stamp and colored it with my markers. I kind of went over on the black there, so you have to be careful. And to decorate the inside of the card and the envelope. I hope you enjoyed today's embossing idea, and that you'll be back next week to see what I do with embossing. I have quite a few different ideas for you, and some of them are really fun. So make sure you come back. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below. I have lots of ideas to share with you, and if you want to be notified when I upload an video, ring that bell. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous Friday. Bye.